Hi, my name is Niko Koukos. I'm a full-time instructor for the EMS department. I teach EMTs and paramedics. Recently, we've had an extremely large move from Koukos to Melbourne. We have been moved from the Institute of Nursing to the Institute of Public Safety. And as most people know, EMS and fire kind of go hand in hand. So for EMS to be moved over to the Institute of Public Safety was really a really good move for our program. In our program, we do have some first responders, which is the most entry-level pre-hospital that you can do. We also have EMTs, or emergency medical technicians, as well as paramedics. EMTs deliver your basic life support, and paramedics deliver your advanced life support. They are the most advanced pre-hospital practitioner that we can have. So as far as the importance of our program being under the Institute of Public Safety, it really gives us an opportunity to work amongst the firefighters and the police officers who are training, and the corrections officers and the paralegal and all the people that we deal with in our professional lives as well. So for us to move to this new facility, we moved from teaching in a classroom for all of our classes and a classroom for all of our labs, now to having 3 separate classrooms that we're able to teach our 4 EMT classes in and our paramedic class as well as having an extremely large lab and all the equipment that goes along with it for us to give our students the most real-to-life and practical training possible. Everybody's heard the saying that practice makes perfect. Well, for us, it's perfect practice makes a perfect professional. So we need to practice as true and to real as life as possible. We have what we call high-fidelity mannequins. These high-fidelity mannequins can talk, they can breathe, they have heart rates, they have pulses, they have respirations, lung sounds. We can start IVs and we can give medications, and the mannequins will actually react to those medications. So those mannequins actually give our students the ability to practice as if they were practicing on a person without the actual need to practice on a person. So this gives us as the instructors complete control over the scenarios and over what our students are doing in the classroom prior to them exiting our program and going out onto the clinical setting. You may not be aware, but our students have to take a state certification exam once they exit our program in order to be considered a paramedic. Now, our numbers in the past have not been the best on the state exam, hovering somewhere around 70 to 75% when there was only 2 full-time faculty. Now that we have expanded and now that we have 4 full-time faculty in our program, the last numbers from MQA at the state level were at over 93% for a pass rate for our paramedics on the first time attempt at their paramedic state licensure exam. Those numbers are extremely high. That puts us in the top 10% of schools for first-time takers in the state of Florida. We attribute this to now having a full-time staff that can put all of their devotion and energy into our students on a full-time basis. While adjuncts are still extremely important to our program, especially in the clinical and lab setting, to have those full-time faculty be there 24/7 for the students to deal with the paperwork and all the minutia of doing the behind-the-scenes work that really enhances their schooling, such as tests, as much as the students don't like it, but testing procedures, quizzes, being able to put together those clinical experiences that our students go to. The addition of one of our new full-time members, Rex Heslett, he has helped tremendously in our partnership with the community as far as Brevard County Fire Rescue, because he was at Brevard County Fire Rescue. The other new full-time member is Kim Edelman, who was a nurse at Holmes as well as a paramedic for Brevard County Fire Rescue. And all that does is help entrench us in the public service avenues in our own county that our students ride at and participate in. So our full-time faculty members are working professionals in the community that our students go out and ride on and have their clinical experiences with. The success of our program didn't come overnight. Over the last few years, the 2 of us that were in the program have fought tooth and nail to obtain the things that we have today. We've struggled to get more adjuncts, we've struggled to add more full-timers, we've struggled to add administrative support, and It's been through us pushing and the college listening and giving us the things that we said we need to produce a good quality student. It's by us working together and having that shared governance that we were able to finally move forward in our program and put forth really, really competent EMTs and paramedics who are passing the national and state boards on their first attempt, who are getting jobs in the field. It is only because of us working together and administration understanding what we as faculty need in order to make the program successful. And once they gave that to us, we were finally able to achieve the potentials that we always knew that we were capable of. We have always had a strong connection to the emergency healthcare services in Brevard County. An example of that strong connection is the fact that Coastal Health Systems of Brevard just donated 2 ambulances to our program. These ambulances are going to be vital in the fact that our students will be able to train in the real life equipment that they're going to be expected to use once they exit our program and go on into the field to function as an EMT or a paramedic. It has been wonderful lately with the amount of support that we have received from administration. It has allowed us to blossom into the program that we know we can be. So thank you very much for your time and all your support.